guest today is none other than Oluwafemi Aratokun-Ale. He is a security expert, and it's such a pleasure to have you join us this morning. Good morning.
And good morning, Mr. Olumide. Thanks for having me on your program.
Thank you so much. I like your hairdo. It's beautiful. All right. So today we are focusing on economic impact of border insecurity in Nigeria. So my first question to you, my first question to you is this: in what ways has smuggling due to border insecurity impacted local industries, particularly in the agricultural and manufacturing sectors?
Thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you so much, High Impact, for having me on this program today, because it's a very sensitive issue that needs to be talked about. However, how long have we been having this issue of porous border as a sensitive topic in Nigeria? Over years, we're not talking 10 years, we're not talking 20 years, we're not talking 30 years, as far as I know. Before we were all born, we've been having issues with porous borders. But with education, with enlightenment, with technology, with a whole lot of things that is equally available to us in Nigeria today, have we actually made more like useful of them to enable the government, to enable the private security organizations, take hold and take responsibility of controlling this border? Yes, border control is a worldwide issue. In America, they have the same issue. In UK, we have the same issue. So all over the world, everyone seems to have one issue or the other as far as border control is concerned. Do the power to equally control us? Yes, we do, but at the same time, we do not. Why? Number one, we have thousands of porous borders across board in Nigeria. And how many customs service officers do we have? How many immigration officers do we have? How many patrol border officers do we have? How many forest rangers do we have to patrol unpatrollable areas in Nigeria? Those are the areas we need to really focus on. However, do we have a way out or a buyout to all this? We do, but sadly there are syndicates, cartel, making sure that things will never work, so that infiltration of terrorists, insurgents, loss of government revenue will continue to make their own gain possible. That is what we're having today.
All right. Now, I'd like to bring your attention. Last administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari, he made a statement, and I'd like to clarify that with you. He said that Nigeria does not have the capacity to man its border, its entire border. Do you think that Nigeria truly, with all the resources, with the amount that is being spent on insecurity in the budget, do you really think Nigeria does not have the capacity to man its entire border?
Thank you, Mr. Olumide. Yes, the past administration was right by saying that we can man it, but the question is this: do we have the manpower to do it? Or is it a man to no man has been put in place whereby it's so difficult for who's got passion to say, I want to serve my country, to be part of the team, of the system, to serve Nigeria as a whole? This is one of the key problems we're having. In police, if you don't know anyone, you can't join. In military, in Air Force, in all these security government agencies we have today, if you don't know somebody that's got to know someone, that's knows someone, you can never be there, which is not meant to be so. So where is the passion to be part of the build-up to make this country great? The passion is not there, because everywhere is fully and well corrupted, that at the end of the day, those put in place have got no idea what to do, or perhaps they just want to be there for one reason or the other, which makes it very difficult for so many institutions in Nigeria today to work. This is one of the key problems we're having. He's actually right, we can do it, but again, I would say they got it wrong by not making sure that the right people are actually given the position, the job, and the opportunity to get it done.
Actually, Olumide has said, former President Muhammadu Buhari said, we can't do it, right?
Yes.
That Nigeria does not have enough manpower to man it.
I disagree with that. Nigeria can do it, but we have destroyed the system, the structure in place to make it happen. This is why we cannot do it at the moment. Not that we still cannot do it, But do we have the zeal, do we have the meaningful will to make it happen is the question we need to be asking ourselves now. If we do, yes, then let's spring to action. But if we don't let us talk about it again. Let's just allow things to be the way it is. Right now, if you go to the market, you see different kind of goods, both the fake and the original. We don't even know which is which. So the question is this: do we see the custom officers or the immigration officers or the enforcement or the NAFDAC going into the market to check out the kind of consuming goods that we have or not? Have we ever seen that happen? We've not really seen that happen. So how do we not control things? How do we know who are the culprits or who are the serious criminals constituting all this nuisance for us? Take, for example, China's went to Aba some months ago, and factory of wines and drinks were seen and sold. So the question is this: what has become the whole investigation at the end of the day? Have we actually gone to our clubs, nightclubs, beer parlors, pubs, and all the rest, and see the kind of things they drink over there? It's going to be having effect on the medical area as well. And at the end of the day, who's going to be at loss? Human beings. Me and you, Vivian, Olumide, and the rest will definitely be at loss. At the end of the day, health-wise, we will be. Economy-wise, we will be. Revenue-wise to the government, they will be as well. So there is no win-win situation here. The only win-win is let us come out straight and be transparent about it and get the job done.
All right. Now, we know that this administration, led by President Bola Tinubu, is big on attracting foreign investment, right? So let's talk about the role that border security plays.
Insecurity.
Yeah. No, if your borders are not secure, how do you now encourage foreign and domestic investment in Nigeria's border regions? So when it comes to attracting foreign investment, how big of a deal does border security play?
Well, it does play a very serious role because what we do need is security discipline. If we don't have the word security discipline, then there will be no way for things like this to actually work. Yes, the government can talk the talk, but can the government talk and do the work is the question. Doing the work simply means providing the necessary equipment, the necessary ideas, the necessary training, the necessary support that people that want to do this work will definitely have. Provide them with basic welfare. That is what they need. Provide them the basic transparency and provide them with basic healthcare infrastructure that will make them do the job. Provide them with basic understanding in why this stuff needs to be done. These are the kind of things that I believe the government should put in place before foreign investors can now say, you know what, the government is talking tough and they are working tough on it. Let us now move in and start investing our resources into it.
All right.
Thank you very much. So how has the influx of illicit goods, how have it affected market prices and competitiveness, for Nigerian businesses?
We are all victims when it comes to influx of fake goods in Nigeria today. We can't shy away from it. From the roadside to the market to everywhere. Even you go to some places in the market, they will tell you, oh God, this is original, this is fake, this is China, this is Taiwan, this is Japan, this is that.
Wow.
So it's not something we need to be shy of. But the question is this: how well are we apprehending and destroying all these illicit goods that we see in the market today? How well are we actually talking to by probably measure of imprisonment or destroying or closure of businesses that are actually involved in this kind of businesses or trade? Those are the kind of things we need to see. If we start seeing them happening, obviously a lot will be done. Just like I said, within the security sector, let us start from one angle, just one angle, the nightclubs. And let's see how many nightclubs can survive it within the next 1 month. Within the next 1 month, let us start with the nightclubs. Within the next 1 month, let us start from Eko Dumota under bridge. Let us see the number of drinks we have over there. And let's see if it's going to work or not. It's a pilot scheme. Just 1 month. High broad nightclubs. Let us start from what sort of drinks are they selling to the people and at what rates. This is how you see if a government is talking tough or walking tough.
All right. You know, organizations like the Standards Organization of Nigeria in the past have, you know, confiscated substandard products like tires, substandard tires, and destroyed
Agreed.
them. Yeah, in a bid to curb this menace. Also, I keep talking about her. She definitely made an impact. Late Dora Akunyili, when she headed NAFDAC, they came down hard on producers of fake drugs. But let me shift your attention to this angle. We are surrounded by countries like Niger, Chad, and Benin. Now, what are the key challenges Nigeria faces in securing its borders, especially with neighboring countries like the ones I just mentioned?
That's a very good question, Vivian. I'm going to give you a very
Okay, thank you.
If you go to some northern area and you see some borders, you will be shocked what you call border patrol. You will seriously be shocked with what you call border patrol. Some borders are just probably with thin line of stick. Some are just drainage, you know, separating Nigeria from Niger and some other places. So all these angles are places where it's so easy for terrorist acts to happen, for criminals to pass goods around and to do so many kind of things. These are things that the governors within the northern area, they know about this. The immigration, they know about this. The customs we're talking about, they know about this. But the question is, are we doing anything to control all these areas? Yes, certainly we can't control all, but there are measures we can actually put in place to actually, you know, discourage, let me use that word, discourage a whole lot of cartel or businessmen or syndicates or gangsters trying to make all this happen. So we just need to have a strategy in place. Just like I said, we can't control all the borders, but we can put some measures in place, strategic measures that will work. Do they know it? I believe they do. Why are they not doing it is the question. Or are they doing it and some people are actually, you know, just destroying the effort, the work they are putting in place? Those are the key things we need to start thinking and looking inwards. That I'm going to mean is what is really going on? Why is our effort not being shown? That yes, we're actually talking and we are working it. Those are the key areas I think our focus should be on. Yes, we've identified the problem. Yes, we know we have a problem, but let us now work to make sure that we have progress based on identification and things we've identified that is really happening in Nigeria today in terms of fake goods and all the rest and border control in the poor manners that we have today.
All right, thank you very much. This thing that you mentioned, whereby some states is just a drainage separating Nigeria and the neighboring country, it brings me to a question I'd like to ask you. Illegal migration across Nigeria's borders. How has it contributed to the economic stability within the country? I think this is one of the ways we've had insurgents enter the country. I mean, if it's just a drain. I've seen a picture of a particular state, it's just a gutter that separates Nigeria from, I think, Niger or Chad. How has this impacted the economic instability?
You see, thank you so much. It's actually impacted in when we see attacks happen within the northern area, within the southern area, and the likes like that. We see so many places whereby all these weapons being used by all these attackers, terrorists are coming in from. It is no magic. Like I said, it is no magic at all. But the question is this. Let us look for a way to stop all this. Let us discourage the neighboring villages, let me put it that way, or the residents around there. Let us see how we can actually control them because they are the people supporting and aiding them in bringing all these stuff in. What sort of vehicles are they using? Do we actually have the trustworthy custom officers, immigration officers, police officers, military officers working alongside all these stuff? Or are they just working to make money into their pocket themselves? So why I'm saying all this is this. There is a syndicate happening. We can't take that away, and we're not going to lie about it. Yes, there is a cartel, there is a syndicate, but how do we destroy this camp is what we should be looking at. It is really frustrating because right now nobody can travel along the road again. We don't know who is who. You don't even know if the police are the ones stopping you or the tourists are the ones stopping you. So these are key things we need to start looking into that. It's really destroyed, and now a lot of investors don't have trust again in our businesses. So that means they have to move away to a safe haven area whereby they can do our business. And now it's having a serious impact in us, because if we cannot have good consumption, definitely we'll end up with fakes. And that's what we're having today.
You know, this is a safe place for us to land. I wish we could do more of this, but unfortunately, we have to go. But you have been fantastic on the show today, Oluwafemi. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And before I leave, I would like to make one single contribution as well.
Okay.
When you call this program the Breakfast Cafe, let us see our own products, agege bread, akara, not the rest of the table. How does that go?
Very well noted. That's a good one. Very well noted. Thank you so much, Oluwafemi. Aratokun-Ale.
Let us be proud of what we have, and let us do it the right way.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much. And this is where we call it wraps.